Okay, so last night was our first night in Canberra. We'll come down here to the National Museum. Okay, so last night was our first night in Canberra and it was chilly. It got down to about 6.5 degrees, I think. That's too cold for summer. That's not summer. I don't know who told you that was summer Canberra, but it's not. That's winter.
Can we please increase the temperatures?
we weren't really prepared for it. We're sort of in warmer climate mode.
Yeah. I don't even think we've got that many warm clothes. Like, we literally maybe have like 1 or 2 jumpers each.
No, so a bit of a sleep in this morning due to just snuggling under the blankets.
Yeah, not wanting to get out of bed because it was too cold.
But it's warming up now. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out. There are bugger all clouds in the sky. This is what we've been chasing. Excited that we've got some good weather. So now we are heading off to Cockington Gardens, which, what do they have there?
Cockington Green.
Cockington Green, sorry. It's a green, not a garden.
Yeah, so it's got like all different miniatures and stuff there. I think it just looks pretty cool. I remember going there as a kid when we came down in year 6 or something for a school excursion. And I reckon the kids will like it. So yeah, we're going there this morning, and then this afternoon we have booked in for the National Museum. They've got an ancient Greek display there, so it's normally things you can't see unless you go to Britain. And as we all know, we love our history, so definitely going to check that one out. And tomorrow, yeah, we've got a pretty full day as well.
Yeah, well, because it's school holidays, Christmas period, everything is nearly booked out.
Yeah, you have to book everything, like all your experiences. I think it's for COVID, maybe, so they can manage the numbers.
I think there's a lot of restricted numbers in places. They're just, making sure not too many people are in one place at one time. So we have been lucky to just squeeze in some of these things. We're only here for 2 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, quite lucky, really.
Yeah, we really wanted to go to Questacon, but
completely booked out.
Yeah, could not get in at all. So we're doing all the other things.
So jam-packed couple of days. Yeah.
Should be fun. What this house is looking.
Oh yeah. This is the exact copy of this.
Well, here we are right now in the middle of Canberra, the most uncity-like city we have ever been to.
It's so quiet.
Oh, it's so strange to drive in on just a dual lane carriageway and then bang, you're in the city.
Yeah, but there's like no other cars around, no traffic jams.
This is like peak,
in the middle of the bush.
Peak season right now,
yeah.
Christmas. This is everyone out and it's not packed.
It's so weird.
It is awesome. Anyway, we've come down here to the National Museum. They have an ancient Greek, is it?
Yeah.
Ancient Greek display. So the kids are going to love that. There's lots of even awesome stuff around the museum to look at, including the big fountain that we just saw driving in. So
yeah, maybe we'll check out Parliament House.
Yeah,
as well.
So we'll go for a drive around all of that. But we'll go in the museum first and see what they've got. Go kids.
Maybe this looks.
Well, that was a long time in the museum. We can't show anything of the ancient Greek gallery because they say no using it for...
It's only for personal purposes.
You can only take photos for personal purposes, so we won't put any footage up of that. I didn't find it all that interesting. Erin loved it though. So, yeah, although I love history, I don't know, going that far back.
You love modern history.
Yeah, it didn't do much for me.
And it just blows my mind that they're from like statues and things from like 500 years before the modern era, so
Before
2,500 years ago.
Pretty crazy.
Blows my mind.
They were just big old rocks, if you ask me anyway.
Big old intricately carved rocks.
The other section of the museum was one of the other sections was the first Australian section, which I found very awesome and interesting because for those of you that don't know, Erin has Aboriginal heritage, so that's her background. And it was just awesome to see some things because we don't know much about your history, your family's history. It was cool to see like a few maps that had all the tribes, and you're pretty sure you know what tribe it is.
Yeah, Biripi.
But
you think?
Not 100%. So it's cool to see the area.
Yeah.
How it was near like Lismore and Coffs Harbour and all the different areas around there.
But also just see what they're doing to bring.
These kids are sliding up the wave.
Yeah. Also just cool to see what like the different cultures and kind of countries of Australia are doing to bring their people back together and. Yeah.
So that's one thing we are very interested in doing on this lap is checking out more and more of our, the Australian heritage.
Indigenous culture.
The first Australians.
We're going to try and do like any kind of cultural experiences.
Yeah. So obviously that'll get, there'll be a lot more of that, I'd say, around WA and Northern Territory. But yeah, kids are keen as too. Can't wait to show them a lot of that and see where we all sort of came from.
And it's really important to me that the kids know a bit more about it than I have ever got to. So
yep.
I want them to be a little bit more connected to it than we have, and not through any fault of our own. That is just how this, I guess, our generation kind of is. But yeah, it's really important to keep it going, all the knowledge and traditions and culture, I guess.
So that museum's free. You just have to pay for the special exhibition, which was the Greek one at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, well worth coming down and checking out. But give yourself a lot of time. We could have stayed there heaps longer.
Yeah.
And we probably spent 2.5 hours, I think.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
And that was really rushing through it. So.
That was Australian, not Russian. Anyway, let's go back to the caravan, have a beer. Well, we couldn't come to Canberra without checking out Parliament House. We're not into Pollux. Pollux. I'm not
Pollux is bollocks.
I'm not into Pollux or politics. But you just can't come here without showing the kids and having a look yourself. So quick drive around, and we were just going to drive past, and I kind of got stuck, accidentally went into the car park, was worried about my heights with the kayaks on top. But we just pulled up and parked in there. We thought, bugger it, we'll walk up and have a look. And a couple of people that watch us came up and said g'day.
Turns out we're staying like 2 sides apart from each other.
It is such a small world sometimes. The people we've met already from places where they either lived or been, or they've known someone we've known, and we're only just starting. Like, it's unbelievable.
So crazy.
So they're literally 2 spots up in the caravan park that we're staying at.
Yep.
And as we're sort of saying it, we're like, that's a little bit unbelievable.
Yeah, so mind blown.
So anyway, we'll have a beer with them later. But yeah, so we just thought we'd come here, check out Parliament House, and then if we spin around, Where is it? You got Old Parliament House down there.
And the War Memorial up on the hill.
Yeah, so we're going to the War Memorial tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
A lot of big words. I'm struggling with them. I haven't even had a beer.
No, maybe that's the problem.
But yeah, no, it's a beautiful day too.
It is.
Absolutely beautiful. Tomorrow is meant to be getting warmer, and then the day after that, lucky we're leaving because they're having like a 35-degree day or something like that.
And where we're spending it in the air-conditioned car.
Yeah, so big drive on whatever day that is, New Year's Eve.
Yes, New Year's Eve.
To Albury Wodonga. Anyway, that's
So we
enough
can
about
party.
that. We're not meant to be talking about that. Here, Parliament House. Anyway, that's it.
Here it is.
Okay.
This is all you're going to see.
Let's go. So we're pretty blown away with how much there is to see and do around Lake Burley Griffin.
Yeah, even just Canberra in general, like it's not
Yeah,
that.
we were expecting nothing really.
Yeah.
I don't know, we just sort
I
of
don't know.
came here sort of because of Questacon, and yeah, is that it?
Yeah. That's the main thing we wanted to do, and it's the one thing we're not getting to do. But
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but hey, it's booked out. What do you do? But this is Blundell's Cottage, and this is just on Lake Burley Griffin, like the walk around it. And this is one of the original farmhouses, and you can just walk up, look around it. It is a museum that's open on Saturdays only. We're not going to be here on Saturday, so that's how it goes. But even just to walk up and have a look at it, so old and awesome.
built in
Love this stuff.
1860.
Oh,
it
there you
was,
go.
So.
So cool. So here we are at the War Memorial, the Australian War Memorial. It is another beautiful day. I know I'm saying that a lot, but after the weather we've had, that's enough. That just makes the day. But anyway, this is all booked out, so we have to have like a little session time, but it should be good. It should be just enough. Yeah, some people say you've got to spend quite some time here seeing everything. Yeah, let's go in there and check it out. So I've done the mad dash to the other side of Canberra because we only had about, from the time we left, 20 minutes to get here, to the Royal Australian Mint. Because everything's so crazy at the moment with COVID, you've got to book everything, and everything's sold out and booked out.
Booking out, yeah.
So this is the only time we could get into here. So we literally had to finish up at the War Memorial and duck over here as quick as we could, jam some food in our mouths and coffee. Crazy. Anyway, we're here. We don't really know what to expect. Money.
Money, I guess, yeah.
Well, we're going to finish off our couple of days of being full-blown tourists with a little visit up here at Mount Ainsley, just to look over all of Canberra.
Yeah.
And we're stuffed.
It's been a full 2 days.
Oh, so much walking and just looking at stuff, because that's quite hard. It's draining.
Straining on the old eyeballs.
The kids are stuffed too, so we need a big sleep tonight.
Yep.
Ready for New Year's celebrations tomorrow, because that's going to be a big one.
I'm ready for ice cream. There's an ice cream truck.
Happy go. Thank you, mate. Hey, I just want to say, as we're leaving that caravan park, which is called Canberra Park, it is probably one of the best set up parks we've been to yet. Not that we've been to many around the country or anything, but it's only about 1.5 years old, and it's just set up so well. There's nothing exciting there. There's no pool, there's no playground, there's literally nothing around it. It's a paddock. But the way they've just set out all the roads and the spots, there's enough room for your car, your caravan, your awning, and your annex or whatever you've got, with room to spare. So I think that's really good.
You don't feel jam-packed in.
We've already been to quite a few places that you can't even park your car once you've got your caravan and your awning set up, even if you're right on your boundary line. So it's just really good to see such a well set up park. Hopefully we get a few more like that. Some of the ones we've been to have just been crazy. It was really neat too. So. Oh, very tidy. Very clean. So if you're coming to Canberra just to, you know, go do all the touristy things like we did, spilling your coffee. I know. It's definitely a good place to stay. Canberra takes bugger all time to get into the city, so I think we're 15 minutes from Parliament House. So it's a great spot. Highly recommend it. Don't know any other spots, so I can't compare it, but hey, it was good.
So today we're headed to Albury-Wodonga to see some friends.
New Year's Eve!
Yeah!
This will be our biggest drive, apart from our first one to Coffs Harbour, which we had to do.
It's probably about 4 hours.
Yeah, it says 3.5 hours, so in our terms, that's easily 4 hours, probably more.
So this is the first time we've actually been out of out of a caravan park before 10.
Oh yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
We're actually early.
We have been terrible at packing up. I always think I'm ready. I put a few things away the night before. Even with doing that, we suck. Yeah, we still take. We just mosey around. It's taking us an hour, which I guess it's all right, but we're still sleeping in. You know, I went from waking up at 4:30 every day, and now I'm waking up at 8 o'clock. Yeah, like yesterday it was 9 for you. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I honestly thought I'd still be an early riser, but I'm just not enjoying this sleep. We're going to bed late too, that's the problem. But the exciting thing is, so we're starting to get into free camp country now. Yes. So we'll be less in caravan parks. Crossing the border, so we've done Queensland. Not really, we left Queensland. Yeah, we left Queensland. New South Wales, ACT, which I didn't even think about that earlier. We didn't go into Canberra, we couldn't say we've been to ACT. Yeah. So that's another state or territory. And we're about to tick off another one. Yeah, about to enter our 4th state, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, pretty excited to start doing some free camping and get away from some caravan parks for a bit. Yeah. Because I know caravan parks is not going to be everyone's thing, and they're probably like, why did you buy that full off-road van if you're just going to go to caravan parks? to drive it on asphalt. Yeah. So hopefully we can start testing it out a bit more. Yeah, we will. We're still sort of nervous with where we're going. Yeah. It's just the unknown. We're not used to free camping yet. So even looking on wiki camps and trying to decide where to go, you'll see a good review and a bad review and you go, oh, geez, I don't know. Someone said it's bad, but I guess you can't always go by that. So soon. Yes, we'll be coming. Off the beaten track soon. Probably like, it'll be 2 months later by the time I get this episode out, but it is coming, we promise. We've just arrived at our first ever free camp. Our very first completely free camp. Filling up some pools. Ben's YouTube debut. Woo! Yeah. Well, Happy New Year, everyone, from Albury-Wodonga.